What's up, y'all? Thanks for stopping by the Obviously Lee Authentic channel. My name's Leah, that's spelled L-E-A and not L-E-A-H. And we're going to be talking about Married to Medicine. I know it's late. I told you I was late. That's why I made that other video about my thoughts on their fashions. If you don't know, I thought Heavenly had the best dress, like she was best dressed. And I thought Anila, who's supposed to be our resident fashion blogger, had the worst outfit. The dress was ugly as hell to me. But I really like their set. You know, I'm from Northern Virginia, and like, I just really liked it. I think they captured like the DC area really nicely with the cherry blossoms, the fake like Lincoln Memorial pool. I think it was, and it didn't look like 4th of July-ish. It looked really nice. So, and I think the color scheme went really well with everybody's skin tone. It's actually one of my favorite sets. I think Potomac's last year I really liked, and I also like Salt Lake City's set last year as well. So let's get into it, y'all. To me, this episode wasn't a lot. We open it up. Unfortunately, Dr. Daddy not gonna be there because one of their sons got sick. But it's good that Damon was with them because they really wasn't paying enough attention to him at the hospital, and they were able to help him out, which that's always wonderful. You always want to have an advocate with you if you can't advocate for yourself, because we know how the medical system treats Black people. And then we talk about how COVID, or you know, all of this has affected people, and then we get to Anila versus Toya. Y'all, it was not that serious to me, but I understand both sides. Anila felt like Toya was talking cash money-ish about her in the neighborhood. She also felt like Toya was speaking down to her. And then Toya felt like Anila was being fake because, Toya felt like Anila was being fake because she was going around talking to everybody except her, which is true. Like, I got my good eye on Anila. Like, Anila jumped ship with Toya too soon, in my opinion. Yes, you should not stay somewhere where you don't feel wanted or don't feel supported or felt belittled. But the way Anila went to the people that don't really mess with Toya, like Quad and Heavenly, I would be side-eyeing Anila, because it's like, you know, these girls don't like me, so why did you click up with them? You had other people to click up. You could have clicked up with Contessa. You could have clicked up with Simone or Jackie, but you distinctly went to those two ladies because you know they don't like Toya and you needed somebody to talk with. So I was looking at Anila like, But her and Toya bring out receipts. Toya has screenshots of the text messages from the hairdresser and the stylist. Anila bring out like her invoices. But in my opinion, Anila's still in the wrong. Even though you paid those people, and it's a good thing that you paid them, you still did not pay them on time. And you don't know what they need that money for. And I'm of the thought process of, if you can't afford it, then don't go get it. If it's going to take you time to pay people what they worth, then don't go get it. Like, you don't deserve to be getting your hair done and your makeup done if you don't have the funds to give them their money in a timely manner. And for me, if I was a hairdresser or a hairstylist or a makeup artist, I would get my money up front. Like, give me my money and we going to get to doing the do, you know. But they apologize, they hug it out, and they, like, say they going to be cool or whatever. And, yeah. Then Anila called Toya's fashions the U-Haul collection, which was funny, but it was shady as hell. So then let's get to, like I said, Toya, Heavenly versus Quad. So this is my thing with Heavenly versus Quad. Dr. Heavenly is awful. She is great for TV, but she is awful. Like, her YouTube channel, I don't know how people are friends with her, because I've watched some of her commentary on each episode, and she be talking bad about them people. And I was like, if I was a friend, I would feel some type of way. And when the emoji situation happened between her and Quad, I wasn't on Quad's side. But after Quad said that, like, Heavenly had been talking really, like, disparagingly, I don't think I said it disparagingly. I think that talking bad about her on her YouTube channel, and I believe it because I've seen like an episode and I was like, girl, how can they be friends with you? Because the only person she don't really have it for is Jackie, and that's because she act like Jackie is God and can do no wrong and walks on water. But everybody else she gives it to. And like I understand why Quad jumped the gun and like went for the kill shot, because she said Heavenly had been talking bad about her all on her YouTube channel, and she thought like this was my time to get at her. And I was like, well, if I can understand that logic. And Quad even said that, what did she say? Quad even says like Heavenly jokes too much, and you can't tell if it's meant to be like shade, like shade, like really trying to shade you, or if it's meant to be funny. And I think that's the problem with Dr. Heavenly. Dr. Heavenly be joking all the time, and like her jokes don't be like, they're not shady funny. They're like shady and I'm trying to get at you. Like, I don't want to call Dr. Heavenly a bully, because I don't feel like she is, but she has bully tendencies, because she constantly goes for the new girl, and then when the new girl get with her or doesn't get with her, she keeps like picking at them until she eventually feels like, okay, I like you, it's all good. And I'm actually kind of disappointed in her, because I thought she was more realer than that, because she was with Giselle, Toya, and Quad at Portia's birthday, and I was just kind of like, and she did an interview with the Ladies First panel that has like Bondi Blue, Jay Lee's Corner, Jamie That's Me, and I think Niecy Dixon, I hope I said her name right, and they asked her about what she thought about the Portia situation, and like the way she like tried to justify it, I was like, girl, now if that happened on Married to Medicine, she would be talking so much trash and so much ish about that person. So I was like, because it's Portia, you ain't got no smoke. And I was like, that's fake as hell, Heavenly. But like her and Toya her and Quad talk it out, and Quad don't take it back, which I can respect. Then we have the whole Toya versus Quad situation. Quad moved into a new home. It's really nice. I liked her pool setup. And, she apologizes. Toya apologizes. And it just seems like it was weird. Because to me, y'all, I'm not even going to look at these notes no more. To me, y'all, Heavenly and Toya are the same person. It's just that, like, we give Heavenly more credit or more passes than Toya, because Heavenly is a dentist. She owns multiple practices. She's funny. And she not scared of nobody. Toya is a stay-at-home mom. She can be very selfish. And she don't own nothing. Eugene is her primary source of income. So we come at Toya, but we don't come at Heavenly. Because when Heavenly was like, Toya, you can't be so blunt and so upfront with people. And Andy was looking at Dr. Heavenly like, girl. And I was looking at Heavenly like, ma'am. Ma'am. You're the same person. But it's just, I don't know, y'all. I really didn't get too much from this this first part of the reunion. Although I did pick up the beef, kind of like the little beef between Simone and Quad. Quad does hold grudges, because Simone and Quad were like talking, and like Simone brought up a good point. She was like, as many grudges as you hold and you just gave up, like you just like automatically forgave Heavenly, it was different. And I was like, yeah, because for 2 seasons you was not effing with Simone, and Simone had your back. So it was just like, and then Quad was like, you're not gonna put that toe tag on me. And I'm like, Quad, you do hold grudges. Quad, you are sensitive. Like, for you to be such this Billy badass, you always getting in your feelings the moment somebody comes at you. Like, you be coming at Toya, and it's like, y'all only think that y'all can come at Toya because she's with her husband. And y'all know Toya don't do nothing. But I guarantee you, Quad wants to be able to do what Toya does. I don't know about Heavenly, but I can guarantee Quad wants to be able to do what Toya does. why she was over there in Africa trying to snag her a rich millionaire. So I'm just kind of like, I don't know. It just wasn't a lot to me. And then Scott and Contessa, I'm genuinely hoping that like they're not playing up their marital issues for the camera, because the fact that Quad was the one that let the cat out the bag, that that Contessa filed for separation and Scott didn't know nothing about it. I was like, first of all, that's petty. Second of all, I don't get it. I feel like you did that for a reaction. I feel like Contessa did that for a reaction. And I mean, I understand, because we'll see next episode on the 11th how Simone says she filed for divorce, and that got Cecil to wake up. And so like, I get that being a tactic, but I don't get it. I just really do hope they're not playing up their marital issues for the camera. I hope that like if what we saw is real, that if they're choosing to stay together, that they're actually going to go to counseling and they're going to get everything squared away, so that next season, if they do come back, they're in a much better place. Because Contessa really did look like she was in a lot of turmoil, and as someone who deals with anxiety, I would not wish that on nobody. Like, to feel like out of place in your own body has to, like, it feels gross. It feels gross, and it just is so uncomfortable. And she just looked distraught and disheveled in the confessional on the season finale. And I'm just hoping that like they come to a happy place. And if they're gonna stay together, I hope they continue to go to counseling to show their kids something healthy and positive. But if they're not, I hope they both do go to separate counseling and continue to show their kids something healthy and positive. So yeah, y'all, not much and nothing for me. But that is it. That is all. Remember to be bravely authentic. And I'm out. Deuces.